Well, good evening. Good evening. From Central Connecticut, it's Matches 860. The Friday Savinelli. Sorry, Doug Owen. We're smoking big and burly. Good evening, my fine friends. Want to say right off the bat, thanks to Yardism, Chad, for the $2 in the tip jar. Thank you very much. Got the Friday Savinelli, which probably is going to go out in a minute. And it's got some plain old ribbon cut burley tonight. Got some Pegasus in the Friday Savinelli. And we have some of the usual suspects in the audience tonight. Yardism, one of our moderators on Troll Patrol. I see my two moderators so far, Yardism and Tillerman7OH. Thanks for your service tonight. Yardism, who I was watching right before I got set up tonight. Chad, thank you very much. $2 in the tip jar. We got the Friday Savinelli with some vintage half and half. 1970s, I believe. We have Yardism. Chad is in the house. The usual suspects. First, we will thank our moderators. I've seen two tonight. Chad, of course, is out there. Next, we will be having some haunted bookshop in the Friday Savinelli. Chad, one of our moderators, and thanks to our moderators as always. Chad, Yardism, one of our terrific moderators out there keeping things safe.
There are 250 billion stars out there, and that nebula rising over the horizon. Each one at least the size of our sun, each one surrounded by planets. Some scientists say that there are mirror worlds out there, one where the only thing missing is you. I've heard a lot of people say that when you die, your consciousness stops. Everyone who ever said that also said that in order to believe something, you had to see evidence, but they never had any. Most people these days make it what you want, but even scientists will tell you that the brain is not the mind. A fellow once said, "You do not have a soul, you are a soul, you have a body." In this world, with John gone to smoke with the saints on the altar, I cannot help but think of him looking down on us all with a smile and imparting his friend and helper with a parting gift. St. John Hardin, the patron saint of the YTPC. In honoring the spirit of his memory, a few of us got together and decided to give a gift of a Friday Savinelli to Yardism, aka Chad. The formation of this cadre of friends who have developed their relationships over the internet is a strange one, but a lot of us came together over matches, live streams, and videos. That sense of Americana is just really missing from our lives right now, so just wanted to kind of reach out, pat a brother on the back, and give everybody a little bit of hope. And for all those who contributed, I want to say thank you very much. There are a couple that contributed that didn't want their names mentioned because they're just kind of the humble type, but That's much appreciated. And thank you to those guys too.
Chad Yardism, how you doing, man? I hope this finds you well. Thank you, brother, for all that you do for us here in the YTPC. Thank you for your friendship, man. Thanks for all that you share with us, not just with pipes and pipe tobacco, but with life in general. And also giving us a lot of things to think about, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for your support. Thanks for always being there for us, man. Take care, brother.
Hey there, it's Eric the Blue Collar Pipe Smoker. I just wanted to say, Chad, Matches was a really special guy, and we used to talk every Friday, and he would always talk about some of the great guys in the YTPC, and he loved you, he loved Eddie Gray very much, and a whole host of others. But I know he valued your friendship for sure. We talked about that, and of course, he valued very much that you would moderate his Friday Night Live shows, and of course keep out all those stinkers and little stinkers and troublemakers. So just want to say congrats, and when you get that Friday Savinelli, you enjoy it. You've earned it. Thanks again for everything.
Hey Chad, Eddie Gray here. Just wanted to chime in and say thank you for all that you do for the pipe community. Well-deserved commendations, sir. I know you moderated for Matches, and you were the very first, I do believe, to ask or to offer to moderate for me whenever I get back to live streaming. But yeah, always enjoy your virtual conversations. Always enjoy the trivia when I can catch it. So this pipe is for you, sir.
Take two. In the afterlife, you relive all your experiences, but this time with the events reshuffled into a new order. You see, all the moments that share a quality are grouped together. For instance, you spend 2 months driving the street in front of your house, 7 months having sex. You sleep for 30 years without opening your eyes. For 5 months straight, you flip through magazines while sitting on a toilet. You take all your pain at once, all 27 intense hours of it. Bones break, cars crash, skin is cut, babies are born. But once you make it through, it's agony-free for the rest of your afterlife. That doesn't always mean it's pleasant. I mean, you spend 6 days clipping your nails, 15 months looking for lost items, 18 months waiting in line, 2 years of boredom, staring out a bus window, sitting in an airport terminal waiting online, 1 year reading books. Your eyes hurt, though, and you itch because you can't take a shower until it's your time to take your marathon 200-day shower. 2 weeks wondering what happens when you die. 1 minute realizing your body's fallen. 77 hours of confusion. 1 hour realizing you've forgotten someone's name. 3 weeks realizing you're wrong. 2 days lying. 6 weeks waiting for a green light. 7 hours vomiting. 14 minutes experiencing pure joy. 3 months doing laundry. 15 hours writing your signature. 2 days tying shoelaces. 67 days of heartbreak. 5 weeks driving lost, 3 days calculating restaurant tips, 51 days deciding what to wear, 9 days pretending you know what is being talked about, 2 weeks counting money, 18 hours staring into the refrigerator, 34 days longing, 6 months watching commercials, 4 weeks sitting in thought, wondering if there's something better I could be doing with my time, 3 years swallowing food, 5 days working buttons and zippers, 4 minutes wondering what your life would be like if you reshuffled the order of events. In this part of the afterlife, you imagine something analogous to your earthly life. And the thought is blissful. A life where episodes are split into tiny, swallowable pieces. Moments do not endure. one experiences the joy of jumping from one event to the next like a child, hopping from spot to spot on the burning sand.